Hi, this is Dr. Jack Kucheran. I just want to talk to you today about gastric problems, things like acid reflux, ulcers, even something called achalasia. You know, I had a person referred in to me, and this fella came in to me for something totally unrelated to that. Actually, he came in for something called tinnitus, or ringing in the ears. And what most people aren't aware of is that medical care and medical doctors, they really don't have an answer for tinnitus. But I've actually worked with quite a few people with tinnitus, and I've had probably about an 80–85% success rate at helping them with the ringing in their ears. Now, this particular fellow was referred in for that particular problem. We started working on him for that, but we also found out that he had suffered from acid reflux, and he'd suffered with this for 40 years, and it was so bad that what happened is it actually caused scarring in his esophagus, caused strictures and constriction to occur in the esophagus. So it closed off his esophagus so that when he ate food, it wasn't able to go down into his stomach. And of course, he had to go for emergency surgery to open up the esophagus, to dilate the esophagus so that the food would get into his stomach, so he didn't literally starve to death. And of course, he was on all sorts of antacid medications and what we call proton pump inhibitor drugs. Well, he'd had this condition for 40 years. And so we began to work with this fella, and after about a course of about maybe 8 or 9 months of taking care of him for his tinnitus, what happened was his gastric reflux and his acid reflux completely and totally cleared up. He no longer has to take the medication. And the sad part about his story is if he'd have been to a wellness chiropractor, 40 years ago, maybe he wouldn't have had to suffer for the last 40 years, take drugs for the last 40 years, and even it might have even saved him from having that surgery. You know what the other neat thing was about him? The other neat thing was his tinnitus in his ears is now completely resolved. He doesn't have that problem anymore. And he's decided to continue on with regular chiropractic care just to maintain the health of his spine, the health of his nervous system, and the health of his brain. Now, I just wanted to let you know that we can help a lot of people with gastric reflux type problems. There's lots of research out there on that. And so if you're interested in coming in for a consultation to see us regarding that problem, my name again is Dr. Jack Kucheran, and we want to be your source for everything health. My number is 403-291-0603. Just give our office a call. You can talk to one of my assistants or you can talk to myself. We'll be more than happy to field your questions, and I look forward to seeing you in our office soon. Thank you.